Welcome back to the Deep Dig Sports Pod. I just wanted to hop in here, kind of do an impromptu little talk about week 3 college football, the early slate of games, because, man, a bunch of games that I thought weren't going to be exciting turned out to be really great. Uh, specifically LSU South Carolina. Now, I had South Carolina winning this game. I live bet them about 4 times, racking it up, thinking, oh, yeah, easy money. They're looking great. And what started off to be like, okay, some things went wrong where we took points off the board for stupid stuff, but South Carolina is still looking really good defensively. Sellers is looking great at quarterback. Started to get really weird, especially once the quarterback went down for South Carolina. LSU found their rhythm offensively. And if you look on Twitter and if you look in my group text messages, what the fuck were the refs doing this game? It felt, I know LSU had like 9 flags called on them themselves, but to take off 14, maybe 17 points in this game for South Carolina because of penalties, and then a really ticky-tack call, I think that shouldn't have been called, on a block for the quarterback who's running back into the play on a pick six, ridiculous kind of call. Like, at a certain point, let the kids play. I just thought it was ridiculous the way the officiating went in that game, and that really controlled the outcome of LSU winning at the end. The backup quarterback was not great for South Carolina. Yeah, he put him in a position to kick a field goal to tie it, but you just see that the offense couldn't really move the ball through the passing game, and they were just lucky that they have an explosive running back who looked amazing. I almost thought, guys, I know there's a minute left, but let's just run the ball because we're not throwing in. But yeah, it was a great game nonetheless, even though I lost a lot of money on that bet. And then on the other side, we had Florida State versus Memphis going on. Now, this one turned into a nail-biter late, but if you watch the game, it really was Memphis in control the whole game. They felt comfortable. Quarterback was really sharp. He is a veteran for whatever you could say that is in college football, but he looks great, making great decisions. The running game looked okay. But really it was Florida State is a terrible football team. Their offensive line is not good. They can't run the ball. They can't block well enough for DJU to throw the ball. And their receivers, tight ends, and running backs all dropping passes. And their defense can't get a stop. So just overall, like, what happened to this team where you're thinking the national championship late last year, and now you can't get a win, and especially you're looking bad in these. There was like one good drive, maybe 2 good drives for this FSU team, and then they chucked up a Hail Mary at the end, but it was a rough day. Boston College only lost to Missouri by 6. This was my upset alert this week where I thought Boston College really well coached, and again, they showed it. I just feel like they don't have the talent right now to compete with these top schools. Missouri, much talented receivers, defense, everything all around. Boston College just seems like they're really well coached with Bill O'Brien out there and their defense coordinator. And they have some players, but when you get into the top 10, when you get into the top 15, you really need the talent to, stay up to par with these other teams. And I think they can actually, if they finish this year strong, they can show some recruits like, look, we're building here. We can actually be something. We can compete. So I'm really hyped for Boston College. I think they should stay at least 25 with the performance they put up, only losing by 6. Alabama blows out Wisconsin. Jalen Milroe, he threw some deep balls. He ran. They looked amazing. Not much to cover there. They outdid everything that Wisconsin wanted to do. So Michigan is an interesting story. Their quarterback, I was kind of in and out of this game, but he got benched, I believe. He went 11 for 14. This is Davis Warren, 122, 3 interceptions in this game against Arkansas State in a game that was way closer than it should have been. Michigan just never pulled away completely. And you saw 2 drives at the end of the game where Arkansas State was driving on them and scored touchdowns. So a little concerning for the defense, a lot concerning for that offense. Their backup, they didn't want to throw the ball at all. Alex Orji, their backup quarterback, went 2 for 4, 12 touchdowns, 12 yards, 1 touchdown. And he missed a wide open touchdown pass towards the end of the game that really would have just like put the nail in the coffin. So for Michigan to struggle against this low level of opponent, no disrespect to Arkansas State, but they're not exactly a ranked team. It just doesn't make me excited for the rest of the season for Michigan. And I know we were talking on our top 25 reveal on Wednesday that me and my co-host Danny do not feel great about Michigan this year. I wouldn't be surprised if they do not finish in the top 25. Right now, Oklahoma's in a nail biter against Tulane. Surprising here because they were up pretty big and Tulane started to pull back. A really great offensive coordinator. They're scoring pretty well, and then a pick 6 to bring it within 5. And let me check my TV here. 12 minutes left in the game, so something to watch there. Notre Dame looked really great against Purdue. I actually thought Purdue would have a chance in this one. I was completely wrong. They just ran the ball. Amazing. Riley Leonard, 100 yards running, 3 touchdowns. Jeremiah Love, 109 yards, 1 touchdown. Price, 86 yards, a touchdown. So great on them, Notre Dame. You're looking great in the run game. The thing is, can they throw the ball with Riley Leonard? He was 11 for 16. The game's still going on, by the way, but it's basically over 59-7. 11 for 16, 112 right now. The backup, Steve Angeli, is 5 for 7, 91 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So can Riley throw it at all? I mean, he's going to have to at some point. I guess not against Purdue, but yeah, great slate of games coming right now for the middle of the day. Utah and Utah State's a close one. Oregon is blowing out Oregon State currently. So Danny's going to talk about all this, my co-host, probably tomorrow, but just wanted to get in there and talk about these really, really exciting games for to start off the weekend. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought about Florida State being terrible. And what did you think about the LSU South Carolina game? Because I'm pissed. But yeah, that's all. See ya.